J'invite ensuite le chef du mécanisme d'enquête indépendant pour le Myanmar, M. Nicolas Koumjian, à faire une déclaration liminaire. Monsieur Nicolas, vous avez la parole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Excellencies, distinguished representatives, it is an honor to update you on the progress of the independent investigative mechanism for Myanmar. Since I appeared before this committee a year ago, I regret to inform you that the frequency and brutality of war crimes and crimes against humanity in Myanmar has only increased. Aerial attacks by the Myanmar military have intensified, killing hundreds of civilians. In just the past few weeks, the mechanism has collected evidence of airstrikes on an IDP camp in Mandalay and Kaya State, markets, schools, and a temple in northern Shan State, a wedding reception in Sagai, and a number of villages in Rakhine State. Arrests of people perceived to be opponents of the military are also increasingly frequent. The mechanism is making important progress in its investigations into unlawful detention and crimes against those detained. We have collected harrowing testimonies from victims, witnesses, and insiders recounting torture, including gang rape and other sexual assaults against people of different genders and ages. The mechanism is collecting evidence of very brutal war crimes committed by a number of armed groups, not just the Myanmar military. In all cases, the mechanism is working to identify those most responsible, no matter their political affiliation, beliefs, or ethnicity. We have opened new investigations in Magai and Sagai regions and Kachin and Shan states. In Rakhine State, civilians of all ethnicities are suffering from the fighting between the Arakan army and the Myanmar military. We have received reports of horrific crimes, including tortures, rape, and mass killings. The Rohingya in Rakhine State are particularly vulnerable. They have been victims both as collateral damage and directly targeted. Tens of thousands have fled their homes. The suffering in Rakhine and elsewhere in the country is a result of decades of impunity, and the cycle of atrocities is likely to continue until perpetrators of crimes face justice. The mechanism was created to break this cycle. For this purpose, we have accelerated the volume of information and analysis we are sharing with authorities at the International Criminal Court, the Argentine Federal District Court, and the International Court of Justice. Mr. Chair, the progress we have made has been in the face of significant headwinds. We have been forced to limit several key activities due to budget restrictions resulting from the ongoing liquidity crisis. We have no access to Myanmar, and securely communicating with sources within the country is increasingly difficult. We also have no access to a number of member states in this room, to the territory of their countries. The mechanism needs the cooperation of all states in order to access the information and witnesses located on your territories. In response to these challenges, we have found new ways to harness technology to support our investigations, including using innovative tools to verify and analyze vast quantities of social media posts, photos, videos, geospatial imagery, and other digital information. This is cross-checked against evidence received from more than 1,000 sources, including over 450 accounts from victims and witnesses. I am very grateful to the many individuals who are risking their lives and liberty to share information with the mechanism. We are doing all we can to keep their interactions with us as safe as possible and to ensure that the risks they take are not in vain. The mechanism does not have the authority to carry out arrests or prosecutions. Rather, we are mandated to assist those with the legal authority to do so. Therefore, there is a need for the international community, the member states in this room, to take action to hold those responsible for the atrocities to account. The mechanism stands ready to work with your judicial or prosecution authorities to build cases in national and/or international courts. The people of Myanmar yearn for some measure of justice, but it is not only for them that our work is important. Any success holding accountable those responsible for crimes against humanity, war crimes, and genocide would have implications far beyond Myanmar. It would send a powerful message to those who commit the most serious international crimes, regardless of their positions or power. They can be brought to justice. Thank you.
Je remercie le chef du mécanisme d'enquête indépendant pour le Myanmar. J'invite à présent